Welcome to Inside the Paint, where we take an in-depth look at the British Basketball League. It's Trophy Finals weekend, and through to the Trophy Final and the first piece of silverware of the season are the London Lions and Cheshire Phoenix. Here, we break down the way these two teams progress by taking an inside look. When you think about what someone like Josh Sharma was able to do, it is absolutely critical, wasn't it? And you could see he actually needed it. He wanted it, Mike.
Yeah, he definitely did. I think he's a guy who'll draw off his experience from last season with the Lions, having success, getting to finals before. So I think he was the guy, and there was a turning point in the play. There's another one of his and ones here, but it was a big and one play from him when he rolled down the middle. You could kind of see that was the turning point. He got fired up. His teammates around him got fired up. And here we see this is in the first half. He dumps it down off the flex screen pass to Connor Morgan. Connor Morgan draws the double. Big finish above the rim there from Sharma. And here again, setting a little flare screen for Matt Morgan here, and they're able to find him on the roll. And that's something that he was doing really well in that second half, is finishing in traffic. Again, we see Clifton Moore Jr., his defender, shifting over for the help side defense. Sharma realizes this right down the middle, and that was the turning point for me, that play right there. Seeing how fired up he got his teammates involved, and that really lunged them into that fourth quarter.
And I mean, there's something really fascinating for me about the way that Coach Bozic actually changed that lineup. As Amy said, something she's not seen before. What was that about? Why did that work for the Lions?
I mean, sometimes when you're in big games like this, it's about just finding something that works. I've been in games where, our go-to guys are having slow nights for whatever the reason, and it happens. But credit to Coach Bozic. That's when, a great coach makes adjustments and, you look down your bench and you see who can bring something different, because what they had initially went with just wasn't sort of getting the job done.
And I guess at that stage for London Lions as well, Mike, it is about trusting the team. It's about executing the plan. And how challenging can that be sometimes to actually maybe want to run away from that plan, especially when the stakes are that high?
Yeah, well, I think, like Ovie said, I think that's what happened in that first half. They kind of went away from the game plan, and we saw, low assists. They're not sharing the ball. Guys are trying to do it by themselves. Second half, the ball starts moving around. You're going with a little bit of unorthodox lineups. But, I mean, that's the luxury the London Lions have. They've got that deep bench. They've got multiple different players that can do different things at different positions. You can try different things.
Yeah, one of those is Gabe ONeill. He just chips away, doesn't he? Just keeps chipping away, and eventually just start to see that kind of get a bit closer. What do we make of his game today, Ovie?
I mean, Gabe is one of the leaders on this team. JT's the captain, but they depend on him night in, night out to sort of be an anchor for these guys in the middle. Josh Sharma, he brought, I think, the unexpected punch, but this is what they expect from Gabe night in, night out.
And for you, when you look at a player like Gabe and his importance there, tomorrow he's going to have to try and maybe do the same thing again? Or do you think that maybe Coach Bozic might change up again, depending on the result of this next semi-final?
Well, yeah, I think a lot of that hinges off what happens the second semi-final. Who are we going to see? Because with Leicester, you've got a few bigs that he can match up against. With Cheshire, they're more of a run and gun, shorter team, so it all depends. But I think the biggest thing with Gabe is that he slots in and he's Mr. Consistent. You know what you're going to get out of him night in, night out. Tonight, huge double-double really helped them in the first half.
Coach Rob, in that interview with Drew, he mentioned about Aaron Rye. What a player today, player of the game. And for someone who we spoke about him at the top, we spoke about him at halftime, he really proved why he's so critical to that team.
Yeah, there's a reason we were talking about him before the game, because he can come up with performances like this. We see attacking it from all angles, able to get it done from the three-point line. What a beautiful play. The ability to get downhill towards the basket and that slow Euro step is absolutely incredible. But here, great just in a one-on-one situation. His handle is so tight, able to draw in all the defense here and still finish with a smooth finger roll over the top of a bigger defender. Again, here we talked about Rye in defensive situations. This is towards the end of the first half here. Big block to get the stop, giving Leicester no momentum going into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Rye is just a high IQ player. He seems to make the right play every single time there again, getting downhill. And it's just a pleasure to play with guys like that. It's such a treat to be able to play with someone who can score, who can be the man, but is more than willing to make the right play and get his teammates involved.
Congratulations to London and Cheshire. It should be a cracking final. Remember, tune into Sky Sports today at 11:45 for the women's final as the London Lions take on the Essex Rebels. That tips off at 12:05, and we're on air for all the build-up for the men's final at 3 o'clock ahead of a 3:30 tip-off. Who will win it, London or Cheshire? Tune in to find out, and it's bye for now.